Well, after 11 years in captivity, Zuera Ahmed, who was a teenager when she was kidnapped by bandits, has formally regained her freedom. But she returns with permanent reminders of her time in captivity, 2 children born from a forced union. Chenami Bamiyi brings us details.
The wounds of kidnapping and banditry in Nigeria are not always visible. Some scars live in the minds and in the arms of those who return. Zuera Ahmed was just 16 years old in 2013 when she was abducted along the road in Maiduguri. Now, 11 years later, she is back, no longer a girl, but a woman and mother of 2. She and 15 other women were rescued in early July as police intercepted vehicles used by bandits to relocate them from one camp to another.
With information received from a very important personality in Rafi local government who intimated the police, they pursued the boat that was carrying these victims, intercepted it, and rescued 5 women with 6 children. That was the first one.
But for Zuera and others like her, freedom is not simple. She was forcefully married to a bandit. Her 2 daughters are reminders of the life she endured and the man she now shares the past with. Now, she faces an emotional crossroad: return to a community that moved on without her, or reconcile the past with the future she must build for her daughters.
They captured us and took us into Sambisa forest. Then from there they took us through the bushes to another forest in Cameroon. They killed my husband there, and from there they brought us to a forest in Niger State.
Another victim, Tenny Ali, was already married when she and her children were abducted. Today, her husband is gone, killed in the violence, but she returns with a child fathered by one of the bandits.
Life there was difficult, honestly. We suffered badly. They put us under forced labor and we kept working for them. Then after some time, they forcefully married us.
Initially, some of the rescued women hesitated to return. Years in captivity created emotional ties, not just to the captors, but to the only life they had come to know. After days of psychological counseling, they've agreed to reintegrate into their original communities.
No, I wasn't married off. It was just work. I told them I don't want to be married. I will work before we will regain freedom. It was really sad doing the work. You will sit all by yourself and cry your eyes out. But what will you do when there is no one to comfort you? You will need to endure. We kept enduring until this day that God rescued us.
At the police headquarters, local government leaders are present to receive the women and reunite them with their families. A symbolic step, but the real healing will take much longer.
A lot of anxiety, a lot of happiness among the relations of the captives. They've been very anxious to get their kidnapped persons back to their community, and it's normal. By the time people stay out of their community in this manner, the police command felt they should undergo some scrutiny before they are integrated back to their family.
You are people who are full of joy, because even if it is single one person that was missing and God have rescued him, it is not a small joy. We appreciate, despite we know there are those people that have already missed. We don't know if they are alive or not alive. But the one at hand, we appreciate than the 1,000 that we are not seeing. But we're still hoping and we are praying to God to make sure that they are come back home successful by special grace of God.
These women have survived the unimaginable, but their return home is just the beginning of another kind of struggle, one where the past cannot be buried and the future is filled with questions. The children born in captivity are more than a story. They are living, breathing, evidence of failure to protect the vulnerable. And for mothers like Zuera, Healing is not about freedom alone. It's about finding peace with scars that may never fade. Chenemi Bami, TVC News, Mina.